Now let's finish up animating the fingers for the right hand. We'll continue right at the push off. Let's select the right wrist control, and on frame 60 we want to make sure that we key a hold on our fingers. So we'll get the curls selected, the thumb roll, and the fist and spread. And with these selected, we'll set a key. Great. And now as the character is pushing off, again we come into a situation that we had similar to the left hand, whereas the character is pushing off, looks like his hand is translating up and then pushing off from there. But it's not as bad as the left hand was. So let's go to our RMIK, go to the Translate Y, and at about, let's say at about frame 68, we'll take this key and let's move it down. So there, fix the push off, and then we'll also need to fix the translate Z. So we'll take this key on 68 and we'll just drag it down so that there's bend in the arm as he's coming back. Great. Okay, so once we have that, everything else looks fine. So we can go ahead and move on to animating the fingers. So let's go back to our right wrist control and make sure we have our curls selected in our graph editor outliner, and also our thumb roll, the fist, and the spread. Okay, so with those selected, okay, we'll hit F to frame them. And on about frame 68, let's see if we can adjust our fingers here. We sure can. For example, the thumb roll, we'll bring that closer in, so it's making contact with the crate. Same thing goes for the index curl. There it is. We'll bring that in. For the mid, we can bring that in a little bit more. And we can also bring in our ring curl and our pinky curl. Great. So now we'll scrub through to see what other fixes we need to make. And we may run into, again, another situation where we have to keep frame by frame, but that's fine. Let's go to 65 and bring back our fingers here. So the pinky will bring back the ring. The mid will do the same. Bring our camera around. Bring back the index and also the thumb. Okay, and we'll scrub through. Okay, and as we scrub through, our fingers look pretty fine from frame 60 to 65 on this side. Let's check out the other side. Okay, so they're looking pretty good. And then we can even bring our focus to the thumb. We want to make sure that's moving right. I'd say on 63 we can bring it back a tad bit more. Great. Excellent. So now we can move on. And as the character is at about here on 67, let's bring back our fingers here too. Our pinky curl. We'll bring back the ring, the mid, the index, and the thumb roll. Great, so now our push off is looking better. Okay, so with that there, now we can go ahead and work on the follow through as that wrist is coming back. So we do have the right hand following first. So what we'll do here is at about frame 80, we'll go there and we'll just, again, fix the pose of the fingers. So like for the pinky, maybe curl that in a bit more, and also the ring. For the mid, maybe bring that out, and the index as well. Bring that out some more. Then we'll adjust our thumb roll, bring that in some more. Okay, and once we've done that, we can go to our fish channel. Just bending the fingers a little bit here too. Okay, and then for the follow through to this, on about 84, let's go there and just curl in the fist. Great. And then we'll bring it back out on about frame 90. Just slightly. There we go. And as the hand's coming up and coming back down, let's on 103 open up the fingers some more. See how this looks. Great. Well, that pretty much wraps up our the fingers for the right hand. We'll hide our curves. And then, again, find a view where we can really see our fingers in shot and make sure that they're looking the way they need to. So let's render off a play blast from here to check that out. Here it is. Great, they're looking pretty good. I'd say we can adjust the follow through as the fingers are going from moving downward to where they're moving forward. I think we can make it flow better. So let's go ahead and close that out. Bring back our control curves. Go to our perspective and graph editor view and just go to the fish channel. And let's adjust this key here on frame 80. At times we can leave our flat tangency as it is, but there are times where we may need to fix it to get a better result. Okay, so it all depends. Alright, so that's looking better. Maybe we could even take this key on frame 90 and fix the tangency there. Again, to make it flow better. And once we've done that, again, we'll render off a play blast, checking out our fingers. How about from more of this angle here? Here's the render. Great, so our fingers are looking nice, and that actually wraps them up once we've finished the right hand. So our next task is going to be to, again, go through the upper body and make sure it's basically tweaked enough where we can bring back the legs, begin working on them, and continue forward on finishing this light portion of the push. So in the next lesson, again, we're going to just bring our focus back to the upper body.